Hi, everybody. I'm Heather McManus, creator of Collaborate to Win, and I'm here to tell you about selling without a showroom. How do you sell it when your client can't sit on it? So I have the unique ability to say that I do this without a problem. And I hear from a lot of designers that it's holding them back from joining Collaborate to Win because how do you go about it if you don't have a showroom to use? And some people who have joined but are still hesitant to necessarily go there with upholstery. So I'm going to tell you how I do it and why I have such confidence in what I'm selling while I'm doing it without having a client sit on it. So for one thing, High Point, oh, I cannot stress this enough. If you go to High Point and you actually go and work it, you find out which companies you like, their price point, the design look, the amount of fabrics that they offer, all of those things are what you need to do. And you need to go around and you need to feel the arm. Is this just wood? Are we talking cardboard? What are we feeling inside? Because it's like a car. You can't tell from the outside if this has a really good engine or if it's been neglected. You have to actually kind of like look under the hood and see what's going on. So at High Point, you can touch and feel everything. You can go around and sit on every piece and say, wow, from this company, and I'm not going to name names, they looked beautiful in their photographs. It looked amazing. But as I sit on everything, this is pitched a little too far. This is a little too deep here for me. I'm not comfortable on all of these pieces, so I'm not comfortable selling this line to a client. But this other company, I sat on every single piece and it was consistently comfortable. It hit in the nice places. It felt good. I opened the cushion and it seemed like they had really nice things. The people seemed nice. They had a great selection. And then, so this is going to be one of my favorites. So High Point, North Carolina market, you need to go. It's twice a year. It's just necessary for you to say, I know this line. I really know this line. And I can sell it to you because I know it. And that's really, really important. When your client hires you, they hire you because you know more than them. You are the expert. So bring your expertise up if it's not where it needs to be in order to sell product to your client. Okay, so I've worked at furniture stores before. So if you are going to go to someone's showroom, that person works on commission. You had better buy it from the person you took the time to do it. Don't waste someone's time. You don't want that bad karma coming back on you. We don't like it when anybody does it to us. So when I worked there, we had at least 100 different sofas to choose from. And a lot of times they didn't find what they wanted on the showroom floor. We went and picked it from the catalog and ordered based on a fabric that we found and the picture in the catalog, because they sat on something and said, this is the kind of measurements I want. This is the kind of look I want, but I want it a little different than this. So even with 100 sofas to choose from on the floor, I would sell them from a catalog. So you can have a million sofas and still not find the one that they really exactly want. Because even if they find the exact sofa, chances are you're not picking it in that fabric that they're showing it in, you're picking some other fabric. So they have to use their imagination and trust you. So if they have to do that, then it's really not that far of a leap to say, okay, well, if we're choosing a different fabric, why not also choose a different arm, a different back, a different something, and make it to exactly what it is that you want without sitting on it, without seeing it in person. It can be done because I do it all the time. Okay, so even in the company that you decide this is the company because whatever, you went to High Point, you're 100% sold on them. You're all good. Even that one company is going to have different cushion fills to choose from, anywhere from 3 to like 7 choices of how squishy or firm all the different options are, and every company names them just a little bit differently. So you're going to find that information out from the companies. They have it on their website. They also have it in their paper catalogs. So I'm going to show you This is Masad. I really like their upholstery. They're great people, and they're making a liar out of me. Usually it's in the beginning of the book, so maybe it's at the end of the book. It's definitely in their price list. Okay, so here's helpful. So they're showing you the breakdown of how they've made this chair. So this is going to be helpful information for you to learn about construction. Okay, so here it is. It's in the back. So they offer 4 different types of cushions. So the more down feathers, the more fluffy it's going to be, and the more it's going to have your butt imprint in that cushion. So for some people, that's totally fine. For other people, that's going to drive them crazy, and they're going to be fluffing their cushions constantly. So you want to make sure, even within the sofa company, that you're picking the right type of cushion, and you're going to do that by sitting on each one in the showroom at High Point and say, okay, I'm going to write down notes. So plush down felt like this to me, versus their spring down was definitely more firm, and when I got up, my butt print wasn't there because the spring is in that cushion. So you write down all your notes, and then you get to know your client, and then you say, you're going to like this because this is what you have now, and I can see that you like this, and this is what you've told me, so this is the one we're going to go with. So it's not like poof, you have all this knowledge. You have to spend the time and learn this stuff and visit High Point and do all these things, because you are why they have decided to hire you, is your knowledge, your experience, your expertise. So if this isn't something you know, start to get to know it, because there is a ton of money on the table that you need to be making by selling sofas and other things, products to your clients. Okay, so other things that I can tell you. All right, so in the past, when we don't have the showroom and we are in the client's house, they have furniture already. So I'm going to show you a little bit about how you go about finding the right piece from what they already own. So there's the outside measurements, which is, I'm going to go over here, which is from the back of the chair to the front of the chair. So that's your outside overall measurement. So for a sofa, it could be 40 inches. And then you have the inside measurement, which is from the back cushion where your back would be to the front of this. This is the measurement you really need to know. So for this chair, you know, and the back angles a bit, because if it doesn't do that, it's not comfortable. So the measurement here is, and this is a dining room chair, so don't, you know, take it with a grain of salt. We are about 24 inches overall. So from the inside, we're 18. So you can see just how much angle there is plus the back. So on a sofa, you are looking for those measurements. So if you know, the 40-inch depth is fine for doing your floor plan, because you know you have enough space to walk around and your coffee table is going to fit, etc. For this person that's going to sit there, what are they comfortable with now? What did they already purchase in the past? So you measure their sofa that they already have that they're looking to replace. And if you say, okay, so you had a 40-inch sofa in the past, and the inside measurement from the back of the cushion to the front of the cushion was 23 inches, then you know that's what you're looking for as you go through their catalog or their website. So on here, you have all the measurements. You've got, and I know it's backwards because it's like this, but you have the overall and you have the inside. So you know this sofa would work for them. And if they like the arm and they like, you know, maybe they don't like the nail heads, so change up the nail heads. Maybe they want different, obviously they're going to want different fabric, but that is how you do it. That is how you know you're going to be comfortable on this, because your 6'2" and 23 inches works for you. So I know that this will be comfortable. And I know this company so well. I have sat on their things. I can tell you it is going to be beautiful. And then you have the little samples of fabric that you choose from. And you say, oh gosh, this feels so soft. It's going to look great with all the things that I've put out for you. So this is about confidence and knowledge. And then you can make the sale. And you can make the sale so easily. And once you do it once, you're going to gain the confidence even more so that you can do it again and again. I do it all the time. It is possible to sell without sitting on it. You may have the nervous Nilly client who complains about everything. If they tell you, oh, you're the third designer I've worked with, oh, they're just so awful. This is not someone you want to sell furniture to because they're the problem. That's a red flag. You want to avoid getting them other things because they just love complaining. The world is a better place when it's shitty for them. So not every client is somebody that you should spec furniture for. But if you've got a good client that doesn't, want problems in their life, then selling them a sofa is how you're going to make a lot more money, like a lot more money. And you're going to provide better service to them because you were their knowledge base. You came to them and said, I know the company, I know the cushion. I even know which sofa you should get because I really liked this one and I think it's going to go so great. You were the hero providing them with things they couldn't do on their own. So instead of going to the showroom where they're overwhelmed by so many options and it's not shown the way they want it, there's a beautiful showroom that sometimes I still go to because I have that client that I don't trust you. You're the problem, but I'm going to help you anyway because you need it. So we walk through the showroom and it's like, okay, they did it all like red glam over here, which is not their taste. And then there's like woodsy plaid over here. So they can't even see beyond. The showroom looks great, right? It's a whole feeling. It's a whole vignette that they've done of showing you possibilities. But if red glam isn't this client and plaid over here for that like cabiny look isn't their thing either, they can't see beyond the fabric that's shown and they're just overwhelmed and confused. So you're not necessarily doing your client a favor when it's a good client that wants to be able to sit on things, but really what they want to know is that you know what you're talking about. You know it, and so you can explain it to them. You can show them either on the website or in the book. See, this is their frame construction. This is the cushion that I'm choosing for you. This is why I'm choosing it for you. This is going to look great with this, and this is going to sit fabulous. Trust me, I've sat on everything in their showroom. I know it's quality. I know you're going to love it. And then you've sold it because that's why they hired you. You're the expert. So it's confidence and it's knowledge. And I hope this was helpful.